Pahrump Early Learning Academy, our goal is to provide a complete nurturing environment for the growth and development of the whole child, socially, emotionally, physically, and intellectually. Children are natural explorers and need hands-on experiences to help stimulate their own imaginations. We strive to meet the needs of each individual child at their developmental level through planned activities, plus help each child attain a higher level of achievement. Call 751-5335 for more information.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrump's optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300.
Welcome back, and here's Deanna O'Donnell with your entertainment this week.
After 40 years, AC/DC rhythm guitarist and founding member Malcolm Young is taking a break from the band due to ill health. But the hugely popular group will continue to make music. The 61-year-old Young formed the group in 1973 in Sydney, Australia, with his brother Angus. The statement did not reveal what his illness was, though fellow musicians say he is not just unwell, that is quite serious. Rapper Andre Johnson severed his penis and jumped from a Los Angeles apartment building early this morning. Johnson was seriously injured but survived the fall from the second level of the building in North Hollywood. Johnson, along with his recovered penis, was taken to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center where he was being treated. Details about what triggered the incident were not available. Johnson has been a member of North Star, a Long Beach, California hip-hop group that was part of the Wu-Tang Clan family. He performs under the name Christ Bearer. Red Hot Chili Peppers drummer Chad Smith has expressed his disgust at U.S. authorities for allegedly using the band's music to torment detainees at Guantanamo Bay in Cuba. A news article recently published by Al Jazeera editors claimed a prisoner had been forced to listen to one of the group's songs on loop at high volume for long periods of time as a form of torture. Drummer Smith admits he had no idea federal officers had been blasting the band's tracks at the controversial detention center for suspected terrorists and insists he is appalled by the idea. Stephen Colbert will succeed David Letterman as host of The Late Show 1 week after Letterman told his audience that he would retire sometime in 2015. CBS said Colbert had signed a 5-year contract to helm the iconic late-night broadcast. The 49-year-old Colbert has been the host of Comedy Central's The Colbert Report since 2005. The question is, will Colbert remain in his Comedy Central character? Apparently not. CBS said specific creative elements would be determined and announced at a later date. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your entertainment this week.
Thank you, Deanna. The Community Emergency Response Team will soon be holding a free training seminar for those who would like to be prepared and assist during emergencies.
CERTA's Community Emergency Response Team is a method of training in ordinary citizens, not first responders, to help out in emergencies, first aid, light rescue, which means like lifting maybe a table off somebody, and do that until the real first responders get there.
Gene, you're from Amargosa, and you're going to have a training there too as well.
Yes, ma'am. We're in the process of signing people up. As soon as we get to at least 18 to 20 people, then we will notify Ms. Spencer that we've got a class going. That will be after June, though.
And this is free?
I'm also trying to get another class here in Pahrump. Gene and I both attended one at about a week and a half ago here in Pahrump, and we really enjoyed it. We learned a lot, and it's not just lectures and stuff like that. They explain a little bit, and then the instructor demonstrates the technique, like putting a bandage on to compress the artery so it won't bleed, and then we try it on each other.
When would you use this type of training?
CERT's primarily designed for, like he said, untrained individuals. You train for the person, me first, wife second, kids third. In a likely scenario of a major event, our first responders would not necessarily be on prim as quickly as they would like to be. That's where this training would come in as an individual trainee. It's like a triage. We make sure family is safe, and the neighbors are safe, and we go on from there. We're only used until first responders actually arrive. Then we back out and only give assistance when they ask.
And so how can people call you to sign up?
Well, my phone number is in Pahrump 751-5242.
And Amargosa?
Amargosa's number 775-372-1282.
There's no charge to the students for this course. It's funded by FEMA, the federal government.
Well, the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce CEO Mike Dreyer has a new title. You can call him Mr. PVCC. He received a sash this past Saturday courtesy of the Miss Senior Nye County pageant.
We have a special presentation for you. Mike didn't know we were going to do this, so he may turn red as we get through this.
I told him he's got to sing.
One of the things that Mike has done is brought some of us women together to create a committee that he calls the Ambassadors Club. I think he regrets that, but he did it anyhow. And so what we do is we kind of act as hostesses for the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce, and we go to the ribbon cuttings, we go to the mixers, and some of the other events. And so I have to tell you how this committee transpired. Here he is. Now just imagine this. We're seniors, remember this. He sets the meetings for 8 o'clock in the morning. We have lots of retired seniors who say, I've been there and I've done that and I'm not doing it. Could you change the time? So he did, he obliged, he changed it to 10 o'clock. So then we get there and we said, where's the coffee? And you all know what it's like having a meeting with a bunch of women who haven't had the coffee yet. So he obliged and got us the coffee. Then we said, where's our donkeys? Am I right, Mike? We need our little donuts to dunk in our coffee. We can't have coffee without donkeys. So he obliged and got us our donkeys. Well, every event we've gone to, poor Mike's out there feeling neglected, like he's the only one, because here we are in these beautiful banners surrounding him, and there's plain old Mike. No banner. Every time we go somewhere, it was his turn to whine. He says, where's my banner? So Mike, on behalf of this Miss Senior Nye County pageant, our executive your very own banner. And we put on there Mr. PVCC. Now you know what? In Pahrump, we all know what PVCC stands for. We couldn't fit Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce on there, but we figured that anybody who comes to Pahrump from someplace else, they're going to give it their own connotation. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mike Dreyer, the CEO of our Pahrump Valley.
Well, congratulations, Mike. And here's Angela Miles with today's First Business Brief.
This is the First Business Brief for Wednesday, April 16th. I'm Angela Miles. Detroit's retired public safety workers have reached a deal on pensions to help that city emerge from bankruptcy. If approved, retiree groups won't see a cut to their monthly paychecks, but cost of living increases will be reduced to 1%. A change at the top could happen sooner than expected at General Electric. The Wall Street Journal reports GE CEO Jeff Immelt may step down before his 20-year tenure ends. He's been on the job since 2001. GE says it does not comment on speculation. And Twitter is becoming more data-driven. It's purchased Colorado startup GNIP, a leader in collecting data for Facebook, Google, and other social sites. GNIP CEO says the acquisition allows Twitter to deliver tweets faster. It's a fourth startup purchase Twitter has made recently. The stock flew up 11% yesterday, closing above $45. That's the First Business Brief. I'm Angela Miles.
Well, folks, after this break, we're going to have your weather with Noah Began, so keep it here.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today is Wednesday, April 16th. Today we had nice sunny skies with a high of 86 degrees. Your average temperature around this time of year is 78 degrees. Winds were coming from the west-northwest today at 5 miles per hour with gusts up to 9 miles per hour. The UV index today was 8, which is very high. Humidity was at 15%. Sunrise was at 6:09 this morning, and the record high in 1989 was 95 degrees. Tonight we'll have clear skies with a low of 59 degrees. Your average temperature around this time of year being about 56 degrees. Winds will be coming from the north-northeast at 3 miles per hour with gusts up to 6 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 23%. Sunset will be at 7:19 p.m. and the record low in 1986 was 37 degrees. Tomorrow we'll have partly cloudy skies with a high of 89 degrees and a low of 63 degrees. Winds will be coming from the south-southwest at 8 miles per hour with gusts up to 26 miles per hour, so some pretty considerable winds out there. Humidity will be at 21%. Sunrise will be at 6:08 a.m. and the UV index will be 8, which is very high. As we look into this upcoming week, we'll have a mostly cloudy week with some uninterrupted sunshine on Sunday. Your high temperatures will be ranging from the low 70s to the low 90s, and your low temperatures will be ranging from the mid 40s to the low 60s. I'm Noah Began for News 46 Weather. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Noah. Well, folks, that does it for this edition of News 46. I'm Monique Mitchell, and from everyone up here at News 46, we hope you have a great evening, and we'll see you here again tomorrow. Until then, good night.